we're back. U19 World Trials. McMorran still on the march for no expenses paid trip to China. Referees here do double duty, both calling the game and maintaining the courts. Lines are a bit all over the place on this court. We're ready to get under action. Weather has changed quite a bit here. Clouds rolled in, a bit of showers falling periodically here. So I'll watch for changing in the weather conditions. The sun has definitely gone away, which has made it a nice environment to play. And we're underway. Waugh to serve. Good first serve. Lefty shooting down the line. Connor picks that up. Goes cross. That's picked up by Doering. And the team from Ontario draws first blood. Good swing from McMorran, capitalizing on that play. Tying the score up at 1-0. Nice serve dropping in there, still in play. And the ball comes in to interrupt a beautiful play after a tough serve.
Can you guys maybe move down one?
Coach Sprague pushing the rec players down a court to not interrupt this semifinal match.
Yes, Mason!
Lefty option play. Now knowing that the lefty's name is Mason, who's going back to serve. Mason to serve 2-0. Nice pass by McMorran. Shorty roll, dug up, but brought back on the option play. McMorran with a deep poke. Thrown off the defense. Scoring the point to side out. 2-all. And the rain's starting to spit down. We've got a makeshift umbrella taped over the camera here to keep the action coming to those at home watching. Tough serve from Waugh. Lefty thought he had line. Finn takes it away. Shorty roll, dug up by Waugh. Blocker pulls. Scramble play put right on the tape. Free ball for Waugh. Sharp cutty cross into the net. Tags the coffin corner with a shot on a sharp scramble play. Great defense out of the gate. This team has been playing on some courts beside us, and we've been watching periodically to see that they're a strong defensive team. So it's going to be a battle, folks. Stay tuned. 3 serving 2. Handled by Waugh. Dug up, option play coming. McMorran's on it. McMorran turns cross court. Off the tape and over for the point. Great first points action from Waugh McMorran. Stepping into a new gear here in the semifinals. after a 3-set victory to get here in the quarterfinals. Lefty with the hard swing. McMorran's there, just can't get his arm underneath it to pop it up. Side switch at 4-3 for the bad guys. Service wide from lefty Mason. Free point for Juan McMorran. Waugh go back to serve here at 4-4. Serve short into the tape. Free point for Ontario. The rain's starting to come down a little harder now. See how that affects the game. Deep serve, gives it right back. 5-5. McMorran back at the service line. Looking to make something happen here. Good serve, handled well. Good block from Waugh, forces the shot down the line, out the side. Point for Waugh McMorran for a steal. Goes ahead 6-5. Nice high serve off the shoulders for the ace. Great service pressure early here in the game from Waugh McMorran. Causing some out-of-system plays or aces. For those of you watching the semifinals earlier, same parental advisory applies. Speedo man on the court to the left may come into your view. At first we thought he was crazy, but now we see he's nuts. Waugh with the touch and dig. Free ball back over. On 2-ball. McMorran's all over that. Back into the center of the court. Rolls it back over. Mason goes cross court off the block. Making Waugh McMorran pay for that. Ball back into their platform. Mason, the known quantity off this Ontario team, will go back to serve, down 6-7. Next point, forcing a switch aside. Passed well by McMorran. Inside set. Finn goes lefty off tape to score the point. He maintains a 2-point lead here on the side out. Rain picking up ever so slightly, as you can tell by the sand stuck to Waugh's shoulders. Nice middle ball serve for the ace. Husband and wife into the divorce court. That'll get you yelling at your partner when they called seam and they don't go for it. Open up a 3-point lead, 9-6. Waugh on the service line. Nice middle ball serve. McMorran with the pull, can't handle the dig. Right option, just need to get 2 hands on it. Seven serving 9, sorry. That's, I don't know what you call that, that's not dyslexia, but seeing numbers upside down. McMorran, short cutty, dug up, and a block at the net. As Ontario tries the double 2-man pokey attempt at the block, but McMorran puts it down for a 3-point lead, 10 serving 7. And he'll head back to the service line to apply some pressure here. Waugh calling out who he wants to serve. For those of you at home, you see the symbols as the blockers communicating back to their hitter or their defender of where they're blocking. McMorran all over that ball. Ontario tries to go with the crafty single hit on one, but dug up. Shorty. Tip ball coming in. Good rally. Juan McMorran not getting sucked into the on-one ball game here. Lefty Mason back to serve. Down 8, serving 10. McMorran, deep poke, red, picked up by the defender. He goes mid-seam under Finn's block, stealing back a point, leading them to 9-10. While McMorran looking to side out, steal a point to lead into the technical timeout. Definitely feels better going in at 12-9 than it does 11-10. And McMorran puts it down with some authority. Keep the defense honest with some hard swings here as they're starting to pick up on the roll shots. Step 1 of the plan to technical timeout. As Mason throws our ball back to the recreation court, confused by Speedo Man tossing it over. Waugh back to serve, 11-9. Middle ball served. High line coming. Connor's on the short cross. Deep shot just misses the back corner. We head into the technical timeout. Waugh and McMorran with a slim 1-point lead. Good battle so far. Both teams testing each other. Playing a little game of cat and mouse here, trying to figure out each other's game. These teams have never seen each other before. First set is kind of the way it goes, of feeling each other out, trying some shots, seeing what's working, and then you got to adapt. Coach Sprague giving the boys their technical timeout conversation. Back into action. The other semifinal of this U19 World Trials happening on the court beside. Winners will square off for the chance to represent Canada at the U19 World Championships in China. Serve out of the technical timeout goes long for Ontario. Probably not what they drew up in their timeout. Juan McMorran get the side out like they drew up. McMorran back to serve. Handled well by Mason. Lefty swinging cross court. Tags line. And the back and forth continues. Team Ontario coming to you live here in your living room, blocking your view of Juan McMorran on the serve reception side. Tight set. Dug up. Nice ball. McMorran with a swing. Bringing some pace to the ball. What the boys need to do here when the blocker peels off. You still got to be able to swing away. Get them off balance. That's a lot harder to dig on the pull than just a roll shot high line. Saw that in the last match of Charbonneau was pokey in those line roll shots up. Serve from Waugh handled by Mason. He's coming in. Sharp cutty with the lefty. A la Matt Lozier at Men's League. Don't see a whole lot of lefties, but there's two of them in these semifinals. One on each court. Float serve to Waugh, switching it up. And the ball coming right at the commentator. Hitting the stand, but keeping it in action. Got to protect the camera. Wind kicking up here. Nice shot coming right at your camera. That time we're protecting it. Recalibrating the shots. Waugh. Nice hard shot up the middle. For those of you just tuning in, you're in the first set of the semifinals at the U19 World Trials. Juan McMorran with a slim lead here at 14-13. Chance to steal a ball here. And the ball drops in. To force a side switch at 14-all. Looked like a bit of a mishit, but definitely not enough oomph on it for it to get out the back, especially with a bit of wind gusting, dropping it in. Lefty Mason back to serve. 14-all. Waugh with a nice outside the shoulder shot. Draws the defender with the cross-court blocker. Defender sliding line, and he's got nothing but court over there. Stepping ahead, 15-14. And Waugh will serve it up. Nice serve, laying out. Ball. Good dig by McMorran. Unfortunately thwarted by the 23 and under FIVB teams warming up next door. Looking for a chance to represent Canada as well at the FIVB games. McMorran's there. Saves it. Waugh, deep diving. Shot out the back, just inches from where the ball fell in for Ontario play before. 15-15. Games go to 21, win by 2 here, so we've got a scramble to 6. This is something that both these teams likely train scenarios for. Starting at 15. Free ball coming. Waugh tags line, or McMorran tags line off that set from Waugh. Good rip, mixing it up. This game is a game of tempo and strategy. You gotta hit the hard shot to open up the soft shots. That shot there will open up subsequent short cross shots or deep line shots, as the defender's going to have to hunker down for the hard hit, knowing that it can come. McMorran to serve, 16-15. Into the tape. Free point back. Game to 5, win by 2. Both teams committing pretty much an equal amount of errors, both from the service line and attacking. And McMorran brings some heat there that can't be handled.
Big tug.
Waugh giving his teammates some kudos, while Mason goes over to the other court and tries to avoid talking to Speedo Man to get the ball. We're back in action here, 17-16. Good serve, pushing him out to the line. He's going to the line, and free ball coming over. Waugh on top of it. Waugh with a rip. Not able to be handled. Spreading the lead out to 2 points now. Working for a side change advantage here. Next point, switches sides, and switching with the 19-16 would be a nice bit of a cushion going into the home stretch. Good pass from Mason. Read perfectly by Connor. Oh, scramble play. Deep ball in. McMorran touches net as the ball goes high line, leading to a side change. Team Ontario serving right from your living room here. Server opting against his teammate's call. Free ball coming over. Line call red, dug up, but continued by McMorran. Oh, nice dig on the short shot. McMorran all over that.
Yes, come on!
2 hits. Carry called on the set. Hit went just long on the whistle call. Ontario settles the score at 18. Serve goes long. Not what you want at this tight of a match. See if McMorran can capitalize. McMorran back to serve with the wind picking up a little bit here. Always changing directions. Coming across the court here. Good serve. Ooh, handled well. Oh, McMorran with the one-arm stab dig. Kept alive. Option play taken. Little soft touch from Mason on the lefty shot. Tying up at 19. These two are no stranger for tight matches. They won their semifinal 16-14 in the third to get here. So they've had to tough it out. Juan McMorran, no stranger to adversity either, playing three setters out of the 4 matches they played.
Let's go!
Steal point as a ball rolls in just too late to interrupt that play. 20 serving 19 on the error. Bit of a wild wind coming in here right now. Ball dug in play. Ontario steals the first set, 21-19. Brandon with the kill. I think that's their names, Brandon and Mason. And we'll be back here for set number 2. After a great match. This one's going to be a barn burner.
Okay.
Coach Sprague doing work here. Let's go, boys. Do some work here. Time to work. Overall, rain's holding out here. The makeshift camera umbrella is still intact, but a wind threat. Nonetheless, got a hold tight here. Those of you just tuning in, first set went to the Ontario duo. A hard-fought battle, 21-19. On an error and an earned play to finish out the match. Team Ontario will start it off with the ball on the court right at the feet of Waugh. Looks like the Team Ontario's trying a new strategy going after Waugh. They started out going after McMorran. Big coming right at the camera. Free ball to Waugh McMorran. Waugh with a nice carve to the cross court. As Mason was diving into the cross court block. Waugh back to serve 1-0 as they draw first blood after the reserve. Tough service pressure. Nice set. Oh, McMorran double pumps on the block, but it trickles out. One serving one. Mason back to serve down in the middle to McMorran. Nice pass. High line. Shot will win. While McMorran up to serving one. Serves outside. McMorran with the dig on the swing from lefty Mason. Off balance play. Dug up. Waugh puts it back. Going on two. Short cutty. Popped over by McMorran. Lefty goes for the deep shot. Oh, good rally ends. Juan McMorran prevailing. Couple great digs in that match, both sides. For those of you just tuning in, we're in the second set of the semifinals at the U19 World Trials. The winners get a no expenses paid trip to China. Juan McMorran just lost the first set, 21-19. Leading right now 3-1 with a chance to get an extra one. Blocker on the net, giving Juan McMorran another point here. 4 serving 1. Another ball flying in the court. Par for the course here at Ashbridges Bay. 100 plus courts at this facility. We're lucky we're over in the woods, so to speak. Great service pressure from McMorran, causes overbump. Easy lefty pokey for Waugh to the deep corner over top of the defense. Waugh McMorran looking to score another one here for the switch. 5 serving 1, switches happen at 7. Connor with the pull, pops it up, no blocker, tags it off the tape. Inside set. Brandon with the shot down the line. And they take the side, 5-2. What's up, Connor? Let's go, boys. Waugh takes the pass out of the middle, puts the ball down on the peel. Bad pull there by Mason. Looking like he's feeling a little fatigued the way he's moving around. Boys keep attacking him. 6 serving 1. Waugh with the shorty serve. Quick attack, the free ball down the line. Waugh turns it up last minute. Scores down the line to widen the lead. 7-2.
Good block there.
Speedo Man with a spectacular dig on the far court. For those following along at home. Getting a lot of airtime on U19 trials. Tough serve by Waugh. Good hustle and effort from Team Ontario, but unable to get that ball over the net, especially with the lack of strong wind to help curl that around the antenna.
Keep going there, come on.
Great second and third touch there. They're hustling for every point, as you have to at this level. Every point matters for momentum. Try and keep in the game. 8 serving 2. Waugh at the line. Nice tough serve in the middle. Waugh, read right, but went past the attack. Mason makes him pay with the midline kill. The lefty will go back to serve and come up to block. McMorran here on the pass. Well played. And just swings long, just out the sideline. Unable to tag it. Mason and Brandon looking to close the deficit here. Nice pass by McMorran. Scooped by McMorran down into the mid-court. 9 serving 4. Looking for the point on the side. Switch coming up. Nice tough serve. Tightly played, but scored for Ontario. And they'll come back to serve here. 5 serving 4. Nice pass from Waugh. Pull blocker, but he rolls it to the waiting defender, who then capitalizes on the transition. Closing the gap. 6 serving 9. Short serve, played up by Waugh. Deep shot, tags the line on a scramble play. For those of you tuning in, Waugh McMorran down a set here in the semifinal of the U19 World Championships. Strong team here from Ontario. They're leading the second set here, 9 serving 7. Serve reception puts a dent in the sand on that attack. Waugh says enough with the roll shots, bring in some authority. On a great pass and set. Side out play. Team Ontario opting to peel their block, feeling that Waugh McMorran aren't swinging. Nice tough serve by Waugh. Shorty played up and scored by Ontario on the overbump. It's a back and forth battle here. Waugh and McMorran have the advantage here. 10-8 in the second set. Great play action happening next door in the other semifinal. Is some crazy defensive plays happening. Option play on the steal. Clawing back another point to be at 9 serving 10. And a free point given back to the New Brunswick boys on the service error. Waugh back to serve. Or McMorran back to serve, sorry. Waugh peels, McMorran picks it up. Oh, Waugh tries the crafty pokey play, but puts it just long. Good option, but just didn't work out. And they go into the technical timeout. Team NB leads 11-10. McMorran looking to side out. Need to win this set to stay alive in the semifinals here. Team Ontario leads 1-0 in a 21-19 win of the first set. Hard fought battle. Pretty well matched teams here. Waugh McMorran looking to go to work here on the side out. Wash the set, and McMorran takes advantage and finds some sand on that sharp cross shot. Great execution out of the technical timeout. Waugh back to serve, 12-10. Great dig on the lefty swing. Sharkey for the point. Great fight on both sides here. McMorran put some heat on it. Speedo Man dives to pop it back. Waugh McMorran. Back to serve is Finn McMorran. 13 serving 11. Looking to steal a point here. Good dig. Nobody home, but shot sails just deep. Missing coffin corner. Got a couple feet. Brandon back to serve. Switches up at Waugh, who goes high line. But defense is there. Mason steals back a point to even it up at 13. We're in a race to 8 points, win by 2. Score tied at 13 all. Games go to 21. This is an indoor, folks. Waugh clips tape on that shot dug up by Brandon, who brings it back, and Waugh digs it right back up. Nice shot into the divorce court area as both defenders dive for it. Always the question on the beach of whose ball that is when the blocker's peeling and the defender's there. Wind kicking up here, rattling the umbrella setup here. The crafty jump set opens up a shot that leads to a run for the McMorran Waugh crew, but block diving into the cross court to get a hand in the way and even it up at 14 for the side switch. Big lefty Mason back to serve. He's going to serve and run up the block. Crafty play. with the on-one over bump on the high arcer to the back corner, giving Team Ontario their first lead of the set since, I think, the beginning of the set at 0-0. 15 serving 14. Waugh changes up the tempo and goes with the cross rollie to tie it up at 15. Time to find another gear for these last 6 points to stay alive. Trouble ball set into a good spot. Mason goes to the right hand for the cross court win. Somehow gets it by the block. Waugh at the net was reading the lefty shot, but he went righty a la one of the Gallaghers from back in New Brunswick. Waugh puts a bit of steam on that one. Unable to be contained and goes out the side for the point. Side out. And the boys say game on to 5. Good serve. Handled well. Lefty with the short roll on the peel. And they maintain the 1-point lead after a couple steals to get back in this match. Waugh with the big hit, but dug up. High line shot for another steal. (18 serving 16). Team MB will take a little bit of a timeout to try and shift the momentum here. Brandon seems to be locked in on defense here. You're watching the semifinals of the U19 World Championships. Coach Sprague giving the boys some words of wisdom here. Looking to fight their way into a third set after dropping the tight first set, 21-19, against a good team here from Ontario. Well-matched blocker-defender duo. Waugh and McMorran calling a timeout here at down by 2, 18-16. Looking to claw their way back and take this set, push it to a third set here. Mason back to serve. Looks like the signal is to serve to Waugh. Defender picks up the line shot and scores on the little short rollie under the block to switch sides. Wind swirling around here now. Tough serve, captured by Waugh. Deep line shot. Scores. And Team Ontario with game serve here for the match at 20 serving 16. Good hustle from McMorran. Waugh not willing to let it go down on that overbump play. Puts it back to Brandon. Tight ball. And a crunch for the win. And the boys fall to the Ontario duo, 21-19, 21-16. And a good, hard-fought battle. Just a few key steals from Team Ontario to make the difference in both matches. So we'll be back for the bronze medal match. Stay tuned for more action from the U19 World Championship Trials coming from Ashbridges Bay, Ontario.